Oh, what's up? Didn't realize you were here. Hanging out. This is Joebba the Hutt from Joebba's Palace. Mwah, 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 mwah. Can't reach the Java. Sorry, can't do the thing I usually do. So we got this big old box here. Should we open it? Might be a good idea to open it. Let's see. Alright. So I got this knife here. It's a very dangerous knife, alright? Everybody be careful when you're using knives. This knife scares me, so I'm gonna give it a little open. This was reshipped. So I did a bit of a trade for it, so it's not direct from Hasbro. But we'll see how good of a job they did. I mean, they just shipped it in the shipper, so that's fine. But hopefully I won't stab myself and we can all survive this one. I don't know what's in here. Guess we're gonna find out. I mean, I know what's in here, but you don't know what's in here. Certain people don't know exactly what's in here. There's a lot of people very confused that know absolutely nothing about action figures that are following my account. And they want to know what's in the box. So we're gonna show people what's in the box. Let's get rid of the very dangerous knife here. Okay, so this is gonna need to be like a little flip over type thing. Hopefully I don't knock anything over. So let's just go like this. I've seen a couple people unbox these, and you just have to be careful. Don't necessarily, you can't even see me behind it. Where am I? Gotta be careful when you open it. Do a little flippity dip. So if anybody was guessing what was in here, if you're into Marvel Legends at all, you know they started crowdfunding figures. So Hasbro did a Skiff a while back. They did a Transformers one. The Unicron. You can't even see me. It's like old time radio. Alright, so let's get this giant box out of the way. Okay. Let's see, which side do we see? This way. So this is a Sentinel. This is a HasLab Sentinel. You can't even see me behind it. Am I even centered? Jesus. That's what this giant thing is. We'll show you the front of the box. I'm not going to do like a crazy articulation video. There's plenty of articulation videos out there. Just wanted to get this thing open so we take a look at it together, since it's a big milestone in your collecting, in Marvel Legends collecting right now for a lot of people that collect the line. So that's why I wanted to kind of share it with everybody. I'm not really necessarily known. You still can't even see me with this thing. I'm not necessarily known for doing these types of videos, but I might get into it. But yeah, let's break out this knife again. So it's a cool box, definitely. Gigantic box. Let's see. Make sure everything's in here. It's actually, the box is in decent condition, so I'm happy with that. Even though it's not the type of thing that you can really leave on display. It'll end up being a paperweight at some point. Alright, I assume we're going to have to do another flip over here when I do this, so. But yeah, this is what we're going with here. Alright, I'm going to flip it over again, so bear with me. Hopefully all this is on screen. Now you really can't see. Hello? What you doing over there, me lord? Just opening the Sentinel. I laid out a couple of my favorite figures here, just so we could do some comparisons to different sizes. Oh boy, what's going on here? I'm going to fall flat out of this. I have a feeling I should turn it this way. Yeah, I think that's how he's going to fall. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to open it in a way that it wouldn't smash in front and I had control of it. So that's one way to do it. Okay. Here we go. Flip it back over. Do it this way. So that's all figure right there. I know this isn't the most graceful video. So there's a little insert here. Then some things in different languages. So let's take this plexi. He's already starting to come out. There's stuff falling out. Hold on, let's just let it all fall and we'll pick up the pieces when we're done with it. So these were just the styrofoam pieces that came with it. Center it right there just so you can see. So this is the battle damaged hand. which is a cool little accessory. Get other stuff out of here. We can go through the heads, I guess. This is the battle damaged head. This is fun. It's fun stuff. This I think is Tri-Sentinel head. Tri-Sentinel head, and all these light up. I need to put batteries in it, so maybe I'll do like an edit and edit that way. This is the Master Mold head. This is fastly becoming everybody's favorite head for this. Sorry if I'm off screen. It's the Master Mold head. Ooh, oh, there we go. We have some actual figures here. Here's the little tentacles that you can put on his arms. Hope all of this isn't off screen. So these are the individual figures, the Bastion and the Sentinel female figures, which in and of themselves are worth a decent amount of money. If you were to like get a Sentinel and just sell those, you could probably make a decent amount of your money back. And then there's an extra head sculpt. All this stuff, you know, you can check out like the big YouTubers. They'll go all in depth on like all that type of stuff. So yeah, so now let's get the actual Sentinel out of this box. Get rid of more of this styrofoam stuff. More stuff out of here. Okay, so now let's get the Sentinel out of here. I was worried about paint chipping, but I don't think that the paint chipping is that bad. I think that there's just some styrofoam on him, so get him out of here. Oh boy. Get stuff off. I think some of this like flaky material that they're using is sticking to the plastic, so I think you just need to give it like a little brush its shoulders off a little bit and you'll be happy with that. Let's see, does he stand on his own? He's not falling. Okay, first thing that everybody wants to do when they open their Sentinel that I've been seeing. I mean, since he's not falling for me, but I'm falling for him. Alright, do the knees buckle. I'm not putting any support on the bottom. You can see this left one is moving a little bit. I don't think that's enough to oh, see, it's moving a little bit more. So probably going to need to do the foosh trick. Thank you, Robo, for discovering that. I know people have said maybe throw a little super glue in there. If you remove these rivets, people know this already, but if you move these like rivets here, you can re-screw in the screw that's in there and maybe add some super glue so it doesn't like bend as much. Because if you go through the rotation of like, oh, let me bend this a bunch of times, you know, they get them in different poses, eventually it will sag on its own. And judging by the size of this figure, how gigantic it is, which these are on rivets, I don't know why they didn't do that. Yeah, and the first thing everybody wants to do with their Sentinel. That's right. In your face. In your face. Anybody who didn't pre-order one, in your anybody's complaining, in your face. So there you go. NSFW. Yeah, so this is a Sentinel. So we can do like a little size comparison here, since I have some guys here already. He's standing on his own though, so which is I'm surprised about. You know, this was over $300 to back, and then a lot of people were paying over $800 to get them. I did a little trade, so don't worry about it. But yeah. I mean, the quality control probably needed to be a little bit better on that, but... So then you have the different heads. Here's two of them. Battle Damage, Master Mold. The Master Mold head is really big. Very big. But for anybody that collects Marvel Legends and has been waiting a long time, this is an awesome Sentinel to get. This is the Tri-Sentinel. Oops, he wanted to go forward a little bit, so we're definitely going to need to do a little bit of that fix on there. I'm hoping Hasbro does something to help collectors out with that, because it was an expensive figure. And then I think you can just pop this out to put the batteries in. We can figure that out later, probably. But yeah, so we have a little size comparison here. This Venom is the Marvel Icons Venom. He's 12 inches. This Hulkbuster, I don't know the exact height, but it's probably one of the taller Build-A-Figures we've gotten from Hasbro, so just like big Build-A-Figure comparison right there, this one. This is the Marvel Unlimited purple pool. I put Kingpin's little thing in there. That's actually from the 5-inch animated series line. Obviously we have Joebba, which Jabba's big in and of himself, but he's just a little longer. And then since it's Halloween, we got Frankenstein right there, Frankenstein. Just so you can see like the sheer size of them. And then you can take me out of the picture. If you want your screenshot, I'm just here, woo! That's good. I kind of want to mess with the tentacles a little bit. I mean, we could go over articulation all day, but the bottom line is that until you have it in hand, you won't really get it, and there's a million videos on that anyway. I'm not necessarily like an expert in all the different articulations. Oh, this is the ball joint. I can't believe they're doing pinless joints now. Which, that is a thing. How many freaking figures are we going to put out that aren't pinless when there's other pinless figures? I know stuff is in development, but even that new Captain America that they announced today, that looks awesome. Let me get this in here. Yeah, you just kind of shimmy that in there. Ooh. And then you can bend this. Like that. Well, I didn't make it too round, but see, now you can put a figure in here. Like, perfect example. I say, oh, Deadpool, you stole my jewels! And there he is. Deadpool in another predicament, purple pool. Fighting the Sentinel. And he can straight up hold the figure. So I guess we can use Frank for that. Frank's pretty wide. Let's see if he'll fit. So this is Frankenstein. You can get him. See, you just hold him. Like, I didn't have to put that much effort. I'm like on stream trying to figure it out. All you have to do is, as long as you get those top, which they do snap in, you can hold him. There you go. There you go, Frankenstein. You want to beat up little girls and throw them in rivers? That's what happens. Alright, now I might knock these guys over when I take this off. Let's see how hard it is. Don't like to force things around here, but how hard is it to get this off? There. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Okay. So let's go with just the master mold, because that's kind of the more popular one. Give him a hug and push it down. Yeah, it's not that difficult to get those on and off. Those heads. Put Frank back. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Frank! Come on, Frank! Alright, that's enough of that. But yeah, there you go. That's how the tentacle works. See, that spun a little bit. I mean, this, you can probably get it to work better if you're actually not trying to shoot a video at the same time. But that's basically how that works. I can do some, like, I'll do some like boomerangs of the light effects working. All that stuff is out there for you already, but I wanted everybody to just enjoy opening this together. See, he's kind of leaning forward now that I have like some weight. Like, he wants to fall. But if you kind of get him back on his knees again. But if you were to put him into display, and even I think just having this master mold head on here, because these are heavy, like even this one is probably the heaviest one, so that's the one that I would be worried the most about toppling things over. Once you put this master mold head on here, because it makes it very top heavy, and then the legs, the knees can't support the weight. So I know this is what everybody's talking about with this figure, but the bottom line is that, listen, this is an awesome giant figure for your display. If you can get him into a good position where he's safe, if you could just make sure you do your due diligence before you put him in a giant display or like a detolf shelf. Please don't put him on a detolf shelf and not worry about the weight constraints, because you'll just shatter your shelf and destroy your entire collection. Just be careful out there. You spend a lot of money on your collection. You don't want, I'm still trying to mess with this. You don't want everything to topple over just because of the Sentinel. So yeah, just be careful out there. And have fun with your Sentinels if you can get one. I would say it's definitely worth getting. I wouldn't pay like a crazy amount of money for one necessarily. I wouldn't go above 700. I know that they were 325, so just double that money, whatever. But if you're trying to get one, I would get one sooner than later. There's people out there that might be willing to make trades. If you have a Galactus pre-order, you might be able to do like a pre-order trade for that. I'm excited for what they're going to do with Galactus. Hopefully they can solve some of the issues that this one has. But the detail is awesome. We can go over some of the the actual electronics. There's no sound that comes out of it, but you can kind of add your own sound effects. If you have the Universe Sentinel that they re-released in Legends with an Old Man Logan from Days of Futures Past, you can kind of use the sound effects in the background to make that work. But yeah, see, he's leaning, so he doesn't want it. You have to keep an eye on this guy, definitely. So just be careful if you have one. Be aware of the issues that people are having with them. See, he wants to lean back, and now he's going to, right, just like that. You know, if it had the ratchets that everybody's talking about, kind of like how these arms ratchet a little bit more, and the elbow, you can see more in the elbows, he wouldn't move so much. But that's how the Sentinel is. Alright, that was fun. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy, have a good one. Hopefully we'll do more unboxings in the future. I'm getting a new apartment, so I have a lot of stuff that I want to open and do new displays for. So maybe while I'm doing that, I'll do more unboxings. I'm not going to go too in-depth on articulation and all that stuff. Maybe eventually, but for now I just want to have like fun videos so that people can see figures. Because a lot of the people, like, if you skip a figure, you want to see, oh, what was it about though? That's kind of the way I am when I don't end up buying something. I'm like, I'll just watch the video about it at least. But yeah. Alright guys, have a good one. Peace it out. Oh, he's doing a split. He's trying to do a split. Ah!